excited to have Michelle with us on our book launch. So, Michelle, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell us about your two new books.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Landon. I am a school bus driver and an instructor. I am a new owner of an online on-demand preschool and trying to get my little AI agency going.
Oh my goodness. All right, we got so much to talk about, but tell us about these two new journals that you have.
So, you know me as a bus driver, I'm always trying to do things for the kids. And one of them was I've been trying to do this for the last 2 years. 2 years is create them a journal, but I never have time to get it done. Never had the time to get it finished. So this time I made a shorter one. The other one was still working on. It's about 15 weeks long. So this one's a little shorter one, and it's a journal for girls.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you. And I'm so excited about it because it is so pretty on the inside. I was excited. It came in the mail over the weekend. And
So it's not live yet, but it will be live very soon, right?
right, hopefully in the next couple of days.
Okay.
But it just has, little pages in there for them to write their little thoughts and feelings in.
Oh, that's
Um, I'm, I'm
beautiful.
big on um, I'm big on kids expressing themselves or talk about how they feel. And so I create this for them next, and they have a little area to doodle in as well.
Oh,
So for those who really can't spell, they can draw. But so yeah, that one's for them. It's about 150 pages, I believe. I
that
haven't done.
is beautiful. And then
Thank
you have another one for,
for my single moms, Confessions of a Single Mom. We have I hear a lot of moms, moaning and groaning and needing help, not getting the help that they need, and from the fathers. So so I wanted to create something for them to actually be able to express themselves as well, and not be able to not hold it all in, or take the frustrations out on someone else. um so inside of here I have things I love about, they can write about things they love about being a mother, and reminder, they have a reminder that you're doing the best that you can. And then we have things I need help with, a list of things that they need help with. And then they have notes for the therapist. So if for those who seek therapy or not, if they seek therapy, then they can write down notes that they want to talk to them about. What did the therapist say? And then what did you get from it? And how can you implement? And then you have your own little, you have a little to-do list, and you also have a self-care page in there. And then
self-care. That's huge. That
yeah,
is huge.
yes. And then
Awesome.
there's a note section for you to write your notes, and then one for confessions, and then one for the dad beat dad.
When you need to express yourself.
Exactly. That way you could keep it to yourself. You don't have to, cause any drama or anything like that.
But you can get it out. You can
You can
deal
get
with
it
that
out.
trauma and get it out.
Exactly. And then there's a brain dump page in there.
Okay. Those are absolutely beautiful. Now, Michelle, when you first started, you actually started with two young adult reader books where you used the names of your students in this fictional story, these two fictional stories. And now you've expanded to journals and that sort of thing. What inspired the shift?
My mind's all over the place. I'm a Philly person. I just, and I like to, I listen to others a lot. I like to go, what's the pain point? That's what, you're hearing everybody's class. What's the pain point? And that's what I
Hmm.
hear. So that I just go by what the pain point is or what I hear the most.
Okay. And what if you've heard that pain point to be for young women, for single parents? What's been that pain point? Expressing themselves?
Yeah, expressing themselves, trying to, and they don't know where to get the help that they need, or they can't get the help that they need from, the other side of the family, or even within their side of the family. And so it's like you see them crying a lot, and I hate that. I don't like to see people in pain, so or hurting. So, and it's like, okay, well, how can I help them? I can't financially help them all the time. I can't babysit all the time.
Hmm.
So, what other ways can I help them?
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And I think that as, a lot of times when we are dealing with our issues, whatever it is, whether you are a single parent or married or whatever, when you're dealing with your issues, if you can just sit down and pause, kind of using some of some of the titles from some of our other authors, but when you can just sit down for a minute, pause, and spend that time with yourself, going through that journal and going through, listing out, where do I need help? That could be just so therapeutic,
Yes.
because instead of stressing about, oh my goodness, I can't get this done, I can't get this done. Sometimes when we sit down and make a plan, so it's kind of, going with Laura says with the financial planning. It's not just with the financial planning. When we can just sit down and say, okay, this is where I need help, what do I need help with? And
Yeah.
sometimes when we write it down, like Linda said, when we get the pen to paper, our hearts can come out. We can hear from our hearts. And once we write this stuff down, I really believe God will open up our eyes to see some of those solutions that we may not have seen before.
Yeah. I would say, like, when my youngest son was 2 years old, he had tantrums really bad. And at that time, we didn't know he had Asperger's.
Okay.
And it became really hard. We had just moved out of town. My husband was in school and working at the same time. So I hardly ever had seen him or was able to get the help I needed from him. And it was hard on me because I had nowhere to go. I had no outlet or anything. And so, but finally, I went to therapy, and they said, because I found that my moods were going from being really nice to being really mean. And they always ask, well, what triggered it? What happened? And I couldn't tell them. So then they
Mm,
were like, write it down, write everything that happened in your day. And that helped me to see everything. I was
yeah.
just really shocked by that. And
Wow.
excuse me, and I was just like, oh wow, okay. So that helped me a whole lot to try, change my ways or the situation, So that helped a lot. So I'm big on writing things down now.
Yeah. One of the things that I love about your single mom's journal is the acceptance of therapy, because it is so taboo in so many communities. Now, I don't know about all the communities, but I know that in most of the communities that I'm attached to, whether that is the Black community, whether that is the faith-based community, it is always so taboo about therapy. We think that, or we've been told that, if you're not praying hard enough, or, if you have more faith, if you pray a little harder, you don't need to go telling folks your problems or telling folks your business. And I think that at least hopefully over the last 10 years that has changed, kind of the idea that mental health is health. It's not just physical health. We need to deal with our mental health. And I think it's so good that you have in the book, you know, a place, a space where people can put those notes in and not feel like, oh my goodness, this is something that doesn't belong.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Awesome. So, Michelle, tell people where they can connect with you and any links you want to give, how they can get in touch with you.
So I am a big Facebook person. Facebook is the best place to get to me, Michelle Smith-Landon. And you can pre-order the book by going to bit.ly/Landon Journals.
Love that. Absolutely love that. So make sure you put that link in Zoom here and also in the Facebook group. Again, that is bit.ly/Landon Journals.
Yes,
Awesome. Very good. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm so excited for you. So this is what, books 3 and 4 or
5 and 6.
5 and right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because it was the two kids' books, and then I have a women's Christian journal, I mean planner,
Yes.
and then the daily journal,
A-
Bible study journal.
Absolutely. Now, before you go, so Michelle is um, she is one of the people who, this is why I love this program type person. And that is because Michelle started with us in one of our early Black Friday challenges. And she did her books, I think, and actually, I think when you started, you were in kind of the couponing arena and was trying to do the couponing book. That didn't really quite work out. And then you did the fiction book for children, and those really worked out. And Michelle wasn't really involved in this season's classes. And this is the one thing that I love. It's because when you join this program, you have lifetime access to the live classes, the recording, and you have lifetime access to me if you have questions. And so Michelle kind of hit me up like a week or two ago and was like, hey, guess what? I just did 2 additional books. And I'm just so excited for you, Michelle, because this is what my passion is to be able to teach people how to when they get those ideas, how to be able to run with it. So congratulations, Michelle. I am so super proud of you.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me. And I will say I do. I mean, I do appreciate you always being available when I need help as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much.
I miss
All
you
right,
guys.
we thank you.